What's going on, world? It's Mr. OEA, Andrew Lloyd, and you know, watching Breakfast with Dad.
What's going on, man? It's your boy Co-Red the Prophet, aka Dab, aka Dabber Dan. You already know what's going on, man. You're watching Breakfast with Dab. Introduce yourself, man.
What's going on, everybody, man? It's the GOAT himself, man, Andrew Lloyd. You know what I'm saying?
Get hot as fuck. Welcome to breakfast. How you feeling today, man? What's going on, man?
I feel good, man. I feel real good.
Okay. How you wrapped up the year, man?
Well, I'm wrapping up the year doing my reality series with my business partner, Logan Kingston.
Okay.
So y'all should be on the lookout for that early 2019. I want to say probably February or March.
And that's Love Hip Hop Cleveland, right?
Well, we can't really call it that for legal reasons. It's just called Real Life Entertainment, but
Okay.
they wanted us to form something like that, but we got our own twist, you know what I'm saying? It's a reality series. It's not Love and Hip Hop.
So it's a different thing now. So give me a little stand about, what's coming. You know what I'm saying? Like what we're gonna see from this reality show. What it have to do with, you know what I'm saying? Who involved as far as like the actors and everything.
It's real life, you know what I'm saying? Me and my brother Logan, you know what I'm saying? We got a studio. We actually building a label, you know what I'm saying? We building up a studio, we building a label. Like as you can see, we have the studio for real. And it's just about, you know what I'm saying, the journey of us building this and starting a label in Cleveland, Ohio and trying to take over. So you got me, I'm actually, you know what I'm saying, producing it, but I'm actually one of the stars. Katie Starr, yeah.
Okay.
Katie Starr, Loud Boy Vic, my son.
Yeah. Like, hold on, man. I gotta get in this, man. I need some action.
Who else we got? Got the homie J Purpose, Uzi, Susie, Boy Toy, Young Shine, Dana Sav, Ralphie with Team North, Lost Tribe. It's a lot of people on the show. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna forget nobody, man. But if you're on the show making a contribution, man, I appreciate you for real.
So you said what time in 2019?
I want to say no later than late March. My bad, late March.
Late March, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. Was it reality?
Yeah, Real Life Entertainment.
Give me a little background about who Andrew Lloyd really is, and growing up in Cleveland. You grew up here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just give me a little background, a little history on who you are.
Growing up, man, I was just a real cool dude, man. I was like the popular dude with the glasses, you know what I'm saying? Back then, dudes ain't wear glasses. I was popular, but me and my dudes, you know what I'm saying? When I was younger, I used to be on trash with my dudes. I grew out of that though. I was always passionate about music, and started making music, and then I had my daughter. You know what I'm saying? She over there. Had my daughter Mackenzie in 2012. The relationship I was in, my child's mother, she was kind of scared of the rapid success of, I was getting of being an artist. So, you know what I'm saying, I compromised and I said, all right, but I still love music. So I said, well, I'm gonna be a businessman. So, you know what I'm saying, I created the Cleveland, Ohio Music Awards, and then everything just kind of took off from there.
Okay. Now, also, when did you first realize that, the entertainment industry is where you wanted to go? Did you start there? Did you start doing something else in a different type of field? Or was it a certain person that pulled you, like, hey, maybe you should do this or check this out? You know what I'm saying? Like, probably not besides the artist, you know what I'm saying, more on the business aspect.
I like the way that Kevin Hart moved for real. On the business aspect, he was doing a lot of record-breaking things in comedy, so that inspired me to do, you know what I'm saying, some record-breaking things in Cleveland as far as the entertainment side.
And selling out the garden and everything else.
Yeah.
So, what about Box, man? How did you meet Box?
I was working at Get Go in Twinsburg, and he came down with this dude I knew named Tez, and he said, can you give me a job? I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just put my name down, like, you for sure gonna get this job. He put my name down, we started working together, and we just been cool like ever since.
That's great. So starting out, when you was working there, were you an artist at the time, or was this like business?
No, I was still an artist. But I was throwing parties still though. You know what I'm saying? It was like 4 of us, the original Ohio Kings. Yeah, I was hosting more, so I wasn't really too much on the business end as far as making the decision, but I was still putting up bread and, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that to do events. We had a couple of successful ones. We had a couple ones that didn't go so well, but out of everything, you know, like there was some stuff that went sour, and you know, me and Box just stayed in touch and kept pursuing the dream of the awards.
So did y'all like kick it at all?
Yeah, that was my dude, man. We started off just like kicking it for real, and then like I want to say like 2015, he moved in, and then I was like my best friend, like my brother.
Yeah, it's crazy where y'all came from, man. You know what I'm saying? That's good. And I remember me, like years back, you was talking about the award show, you know what I'm saying, before anything even took off. You know what I'm saying? Which is another thing I wanted to talk about. The Ohio Hip Hop Awards is gone, man. So
Yeah.
just kind of like it's your field now. You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel with that responsibility and that challenge? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your plans moving forward?
I feel like I held it down, you know what I'm saying, for the state for real, honestly, with them leaving. You know what I'm saying? That was a big, you know what I'm saying, gap missing. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, look forward, you know what I'm saying, to that award show. But, you know, a lot of people was looking forward to mine as well, you know what I mean? And
it kind of gained in popularity really fast, though.
You know I definitely say that.
Picked up pretty quick. Outside of the community.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing it for a while, you know what I'm saying? This upcoming year will be my 7th one. But I feel like I held it down, you know what I mean? Like, hopefully them guys make a comeback and, you know, we'll just see where it goes from there. But, you know what I'm saying? Right now I'm doing it for real, just being honest.
So that's kind of like your next focus is the label?
Yeah, my next focus is the label.
Okay, so that's really what we can expect. 2019 record label, reality show.
Yeah, my son throwing me off.
You good.
Sit down, man.
He ain't on it. What is this guy, man? Like you said, what is this guy?
Mason, sit down. Alright.
So you fuck with a lot of artists like on the personal side, you know, like Naisha Holmes and Lloyd.
Yeah.
You know, so what advantage do you think that gives you? You know what I'm saying, being able to be in contact with people on a daily basis or be able to be a part of their career in the early stages?
I think the advantage it gives me is it's two, in my eyes and a lot of people, it's two types of industries in Cleveland for real, in this market. You got, you know, mainstream Cleveland, a lot of the people that's getting played heavily on the radio, and then you got underground Cleveland. I like working with people from the underground and then seeing them go to the mainstream level, you know what I'm saying? Like I worked with Lloyd while he was on the underground level, then he got radio success, he got award show success, he done hit top 40 on iTunes, you know what I'm saying? So that's the beauty of it. What I like doing is working with the underground artists, trying to get them to that level. So I'm really just true to the underground for real.
And so how does that like really make you feel, man? Like when you see like Lloyd doing his thing and then going on tour, and then you got Ricky Rich who, you know, bust that million with Lil Baby, and you know.
Yeah, almost at a million.
Almost at a million. You know what I'm saying? I count. If I had to have it, I got a million. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it made me feel good, man. Just you know, I work with a lot of artists before they, you know what I'm saying, it's like I want to say like a graduation, you know what I'm saying, going to the next level. Um, it makes me feel good, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to say it's a gift and a curse because it comes with a lot of hatred too. Because if you don't work with certain artists, they get mad. But you know, everybody has their timing, and honestly, not every artist has what it takes for real. You know what I mean? Not every artist has what it takes in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? But not to say that they don't have what it takes in general. I mean, like sometimes you gotta. I just feel like sometimes if you really want it, you know what I'm saying, go around, you know what I'm saying, and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to bash. But that's like a whole nother story.
No, I feel you though, 'cause that's kind of like the stage that I'm at right now, to where I've hit up a lot of people in Cleveland, and I've been like how you didn't know I was an artist, you know what I'm saying? So I've been rapping, you know what I'm saying, making music, engineering for like 8 years. You feel me? So it's just I haven't been able to reach a point to that I wanted to reach, you know what I'm saying, or get those connections that I wanted to make. I've been trying to work with you for a while, you know what I'm saying, but like you said, sometimes you gotta, you know what I'm saying, step back, understand situations and time and everything. Like you said, you gotta work your way around and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not talking to you about me doing a showcase with you or a tour or something. You know, I'm coming to you on the media side, interviewing, you know what I'm saying? It's more of it's about both of us type thing, not except for me coming like, oh yeah, I need you to do this for me, or can you put me on with this, can you blah, blah, blah. So, you know what I'm saying, I understand both sides though.
Yeah, I mean, timing is everything. Like, I seen you did that interview with Fliz, and, you know, me and Fliz, we definitely bonded over Box, because that was like Fliz, like, Fliz was like Box was like a big bro to Fliz. And, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, on some real stuff, like Fliz told me, like, at one point in time, he used to feel some type of way, because, like I said, I was making so many crazy moves, you know what I'm saying, with certain artists. He said he felt some type of way, but, you know what I'm saying, to this year, you know, he hit the award show stage, and he did this, and he was just telling me, like, we had a talk, right, not too long ago, he was telling me, like, you know, timing is everything, and, you know what I'm saying, when I see people get frustrated and talk crazy, or it make me not want to work with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to say that you can't feel the way you want to feel, but like, a lot of people do stuff to clout chase, or I don't be really into that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really a cool dude, but like, if I'm working with people and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna work with you too. Like, how much energy can I really put into you while I'm working with these other people?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And on top of doing your own thing.
And doing my own thing as well.
And being a father.
Yeah, you
so,
know what I'm saying?
You know, people, you know, it's not a lot of considerate people. You know, sometimes people might be considerate, but they just don't take everything into thought. You know what I'm saying? I look at my own life, my own situation, and that's how I judge other people. That's how I go about, you know what I'm saying, my business. Sometimes I can't get back to people. It's people that hit me up with, you know what I'm saying, like, where's my interview? You dropping interviews? Yeah. Where's my interview? You know what I'm saying? So it can get a little hectic. And
yeah, I mean, as more successful you get, man, once this really take off for you, man, you gonna see it. You know what I mean? Like, people get mad when it's not their time. You know what I'm saying? Some people,
ready, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would rather be ready when that moment comes than to, you know what I'm saying, try to rush into something that just because I want to do it or because I want to be in that position or I want to be seen, and they're not even ready for the light. You know what I'm saying? So it's better that people wait.
I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying, with Cleveland, not saying Bone, you know what I'm saying, like, Bone is definitely the legends, you know what I'm saying, they paved the way. But I think in Cleveland, man, it just be, you see somebody do something, and then instead of like collaborating or trying to at least figure out how they did it the correct way, they just throw themselves out there and do it, and just automatically put themselves in a competitive market. Not saying that it's a bad thing to do, but it often, like, a lot of people's, how can I say, a lot of people's goals here to me be off of like hatred. You know what I'm saying? Be off of, oh man, he doing it, he can rap. You know what I'm saying? He shooting videos, or he doing photo shoots, or he got an award show, I'm gonna get one too. Like, it'd be like, you know what I'm saying?
It's very corny, man. Like, since I started doing this, I've seen so many people like trying to start doing something like what I'm doing, or just even when it comes down to as simple as videotaping whatever they're doing in the car. Like, now people starting to do that everywhere. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Like, okay, y'all watching then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, like you said, it's better if you collab. You know what I'm saying? It's people in the city that got great ideas, and you know what I'm saying. great talent, and but they so selfish with it. You know what I'm saying? They try to do it on their own. And so when you can collab with another artist or another businessman, you could make it bigger than, you know what I'm saying, what both of y'all could have did on your own.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not a competitive sport, man, but a lot of stuff here it starts as competition, then it turns to disrespect, then it turns to beef. You know what I mean? And I don't be on that for real. And I noticed like a lot of, you know what I'm saying, shady stuff, not just to me, but just to people in general that's grinding. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of hatred that comes with this for real.
And beef is real here in Cleveland.
Yeah, facts.
So, yeah, that should be, yeah, you gotta dead all of that. Now, let's talk about Brick. Who is Brick? You know what I'm saying?
Everybody
like,
knows.
Brick gonna be in this movie. Yeah, man, cause I talked to my nephew earlier this morning, and I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go do this interview. He's like, oh, who you interviewing? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing Andrew Lloyd. He's like, oh, the dude that be doing that shit in the bathroom. Funny name. I'm like, hey, what? I don't want to pay a check Brick. I'm like, Brick acting up, man.
No, man, Brick is it's like my alter ego for real.
Mm-hmm.
It's a character that I do. It's funny that I actually was playing one day, and I got a movie role with not a movie role, a role with Johnny Filmworks in the movie, but it ended up getting shown in theaters though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was on Johnny Filmworks. He gave me my first role, and it was available on Amazon Prime, which was dope. So
What was it called?
Monday Mornings.
Okay.
Yeah, you should check that out. I was acting. I wasn't really doing too much as Brick, the rapper, but in the credits, Brick was real popular in like 2016. And the credits just say Andrew Brick Lloyd. But yeah, man, it just started off as a joke, man, that like a lot of people really rock with for real on the internet. I kind of died it down in like 2017, but I brought it back a little bit towards the end of the year.
Well, it seems like people gravitate toward it though, man. Like it's something to watch for sure. You
No,
know?
yeah,
And then
for
my
sure.
nephew, he's like the younger crowd still in school. You know what I'm saying? So they really be paying for that type of stuff. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
a super felon.
Yeah, that's my dog,
Yeah, I
Saki.
talked to super fella. He gonna be on here pretty soon.
Yeah, Saki big, man, he doing his thing.
Yeah, he turned up. He turned the fuck up.
Yeah, that nigga funny. One of the most popular people in Cleveland doing comedy skits. Facts.
So you think you gonna go somewhere with it, or you gonna put it down 2019, or?
Nah, I'm gonna go somewhere with it. I'm actually gonna record like a little mixtape for real.
For sure. That.
Yeah, 2019. Come
And
on,
hit
some
him with
stuff.
it.
Yeah, hit him with it. You know what I'm saying? He calling your name, buddy.
What up?
Hey y'all, we live, man. We at the studio, so it's a lot going on for real when this interview drop.
Cool. So you delved into the world of film and cinematography this year, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had you hosted premiere Mr. Postman.
Yeah.
What was that experience like? Is that the first one that you did, or is that like?
Yeah, that was my first time hosting a movie premiere. Shout out to Mike Berry. It's like a big brother. That's not a like. That's a big brother to me. A mentor to me. One of the most amazing dudes I ever met in the city, man. I always tell people when they speak on Mike Berry's name, I just tell people like, you know, that dude sold 1,000 tickets in 30 days to a movie premiere. I've never heard of anything like that. So when it comes,
so he's more so a promoter, or
he's a filmmaker.
filmmaker.
Yeah, he's a director.
So yeah, so that's dope.
Yeah.
He's a director to do that. So them tickets.
Yeah, he
that's
sold 1,000 tickets, man, and you know what I'm saying, like it was humbling because they was working on a new project, Mr. Postman, a lot of celebrities, him and Brian Berry, and you know what I'm saying, he called me and let me know the process of choosing me as somebody to bring on. They was trying to figure out how they can sell out for theaters, and he said, man, you gotta hit up this dude named Andrew Lloyd. Went from there, so it was just humbling, man. Just black men working together, you know what I'm saying, to make something great happen. And I put a clip together for my brother Box, so I was more than down with that.
Tell him to give my nigga the key to the city, man. Andrew Lloyd need that key, man. 2019, 2020. You know, that election come back up. You know what I mean? We need that key. But You and Humble G is a fiddler.
Yeah.
Now Humble G, I know him through my guy Lewis on the west side from way back in the day, like middle school. You know what I'm saying? Like, he older than me, but I've been knowing about him, you know what I'm saying, putting in work, playing all over the country and everything. So y'all was on was that Channel 3?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, Channel 3.
Yeah, so what was that like being on TV and you know, did you work with him? Is he like a business partner of yours or did y'all just collaborate on that hip hop?
I mean, it was like I don't want to say like no business partner, man. It was humbling just because at the time somebody else had hit me up to be on Channel 3, and I met. Yeah, it was a whole nother thing. Like I had a whole nother thing. It was just strictly to be about the awards, whatever. Okay. And somebody else had hit me up. You know what I'm saying? And I met Humble through my dude Mook, and Humble he had hit me up, was like, hey man, you know what I'm saying, I want you to be on Channel 3, whatever, yada yada yada. And I was hip to him. I was like, man, this dude probably the only dudes I know that played for the president. And you know what I'm saying, it just went from there for real. Like he had it just went from there for real. He had hit me up, let me know when the interview was. Box was supposed to be with me that day actually, but he ended up passing. And I ended up just really switching the whole interview for me. It wasn't about too much the success of the awards. It was more so about my brother and trying to stop the violence for real.
Right. Which is another key thing. So do you plan on doing anything in 2019, like any events or charity drives as far as to stop the violence movement?
Well, yeah. Every year, me and his mom is my business partner. We got a nonprofit together called I'm a Survivor Mission. She actually started it. She's the CEO. She made me the president. And yeah, so we do like an outdoor concert, man. Probably one of the most humbling experiences I've ever been through. You know, so we had to go downtown. You gotta get like it's when you doing stuff like for the city, it's just a different experience. Like.
So is that what you did with the food drive back in September? Was that with her?
No. I did the food drive on my own.
Okay.
But you know, she contributed. That's it's like a role model to me for real. She's a very, very close person to me for real. So
yeah, that's important though, man. I'm glad to see, you know, people like you, Rip, you know, giving back to the city. You know what I'm saying, helping people out, you know, and just making a difference in the community, and not just making everything about entertainment or music. You know, it's just bigger than that, and it's a lot of hurt, a lot of pain in the city, a lot of healing that we need. Yeah. So I appreciate y'all doing that, man.
Sure. So be on the lookout for that Stop the Violence event, May 25th. It'll be this year, I think. Yeah, we're gonna Stop the Violence event every year. Me and his mom.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all show up, show some support, love. You know what I'm saying? Don't be on no trash neither. I recently had twin boys. You feel me? Shout out to my twins. You feel me? Kareem and Kylan. You feel me? They gonna be some superstars. You know what I'm saying? Good looking.
Congratulations.
I wanted to say, you feel me? I know that you take fatherhood very seriously. You know what I'm saying? I see you posting on your social media. You know what I'm saying? You're very active. You know, in your kids' life. What advice can you give the young black fathers out here? You know what I'm saying? Not only in this region, but just all over the country.
No matter what you go through, you know what I'm saying, whether you co-parenting, whether you in a relationship with, or whether you not co-parenting, try to be in their lives. You know what I'm saying? Try as hard as you can to be in your kids' lives, to provide and be there the best way you can, no matter what.
And I know another important thing is that the women, it's kind of hard with certain women, baby mothers. You know, it can get pretty strenuous with the relationship and not letting you see the kids or child support, whatever. But you know, a lot of guys take that energy, that bad energy, put it on their kids, use it on their kids. You know, take it on their kids. Like, no, that's between you and the mother. You feel me? You gotta make sure you stay in your kids' life, even though you don't want to be in hers. You know, I just feel like
I made that mistake. You know what I'm saying? You know, like when I was younger, just going through some stuff and trying not putting my best, you know what I'm saying, foot forward for real, you know what I'm saying, but it ain't do nothing but hurt me in the end, and I feel like it hurted her and it hurted my son, so that's my advice to everybody, you know what I'm saying, like no matter what you're going through, just be there for them kids.
For sure. And what direction do you think that rap in general is going right now? Do you think we're on a increase, a decline, or you think it's stagnant? You know.
I think right now, man, I think female rap is where it's at for real. Honestly, man, just seeing the success of Cardi B, or if you even take it to the local level, you know what I'm saying, the success of Ty Bree, the success of Ricky Rich, you know, it's definitely catering towards the female right now. I think it's a great time to be a female artist, and just in general, I think like real hip hop is coming back. You know what I mean? It's not to say like I enjoy all type of music, but when that Meek Mill album, you know what I'm saying, hit, he's one of them lines in the intro. He says your favorite rapper is a mumble rapper, and he got a strong following right now. He's trying to challenge people to actually start making real music. So I just feel like right now it's just leaning in the direction of music you can feel. You know what I'm saying? So
everlasting music, man. A lot of this stuff, you know, here
today going on
You
fast.
know what I'm saying? Easy. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what's on the radio every day.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, that's like really. That's what we coming with.
It's a business though. You know what I'm saying? I try to understand everything from a different aspect. I look at it like, man, you know, I can't really hate on another person's choice of music, or because at the end of the day, we all got families, we all trying to feed somebody. So when the mumble rappers is on the radio, they making money and they taking care of the people around them. You know what I'm saying? And the way they know how to do it is doing it through mumble rap. It's not my preference all the time. I like listening to it when I'm in the club, but I'm a heavy Drake fan. I'm a heavy Meek Mill fan. I'm a heavy Jay-Z fan. So I like substance, preferably. You know
something that you can resonate with.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
but I don't really hate, you know what I'm saying, on people that's taking care of their people off whatever they producing.
So just to wrap it up, man, on the last question side, man, through all the trials and tribulations of the past 2 years, you know what I'm saying, like what for you has been like the biggest lesson learned?
The biggest lesson, I feel like second chances is real. You know what I'm saying? I definitely say that. And you know, don't take life for granted. You know what I'm saying? People will be here today and gone tomorrow. You know what I mean? So cherish the people while they're here. Give them roses while they can smell them for sure.